Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Frostpunk in our The Great Order series. So we have a random food issue, but we have some scouts on the way with lots of food. The workday just ended, so I'm hoping that some of the rations we have on hand will help. But, okay, one of our scouts that's still scouting out this direction just arrived at the temporary settlement. The settlement seems to have been abandoned. It consists of several tidy wooden shacks that are now completely empty. An upright boulder stands at its center. Explore. The center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly planed face, someone chiseled the following: "May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, for we can't. Exiles of Tesla City." We won't touch the monument, but we decide to dismantle the huts for wood. Okay, so we've discovered fishing village and walled colony. Let's take some resources. And let's visit the walled colony first. A sizable settlement surrounded by a low wall made of stone, ice, and snow. No movement, no smoke. And our survivors and our other workers are 7 hours away now. They're going to arrive in the middle of the night. So we'll have them start working the hothouse as soon as possible. All right. New laws. Purpose. So we can queue up the morning gathering or go ahead and put in guard stations. I think I'm going to go ahead and set up guard stations as soon as possible because this will help us run patrols and start to reduce the number of Londoners. An organized militia will maintain peace and order in our city and help us deal with anyone that might threaten it. So this gives us guard stations, which raise the hope of people living nearby, and they lower the discontent of people living nearby. You can use guards to break up protests, and you'll have to build 2 guard stations. Discontent will rise slightly when they're built, but this is as far as we're going to take it in that regard. So let's go ahead and build that, and build that. They'll go up automatically in just a moment. Finally, there will be someone to go after the criminals. There we go, guard stations built. Guard stations have been built and manned to maintain order in the city. Some people question their purpose, but the majority support your decision. Hope rises. Excellent. So Londoners are at 22 at the moment, and we don't want it to get much higher. It looks like the guard stations are well heated, which I like to see. And let's also go ahead and turn this. This is just a workers' steam hub, so we want to set that as such. Same for this one, actually, come to think of it. And I believe I put one over here that's already set. Good. Now in a few hours, those extra workers will be arriving. I should have turned those off sooner, actually. Yeah, this one also... Why is this one running? Or maybe it just shut off. Yeah, it just shut off. Yeah, that's right. I just turned it off. Scouts number 2 have returned safely to the city. So we have some food, finally, and that'll solve the starvation problem temporarily. We have some wood, steam cores, new children, and workers have arrived. So that's quite good. Child shelter. Children not in child shelters, 4. So we do need to build a new child shelter now. Finally. I knew a time was coming when that would be required. That's a pretty perfect slot for a child shelter, so let's just plug it in. It's like playing Tetris. Okay, so the hothouse needs workers. I don't need the heater turned on at the moment. And this hunter's hut, I could go ahead and plug in some engineers to bring in additional food. I doubt that they would do anything tonight, but I'm going to send them anyway on the off chance that they're able to do something. Okay, and now we're going to send the scouts back out to these locations. I think I'm going to send you... There's the Frozen Grove and the Shrouded Cave. Let's go to the Frozen Grove first. I think there are survivors out there. And we're 2 hours away with the other scouts from the walled colony. The Londoners gain more followers. Crap. So they're up to 26. But they're not gaining too quickly. We do need to build some additional homes. I need to do the steam hub range upgrade so people will be warmer in their homes. But I will go ahead and build the homes here. And when the range upgrade kicks in, they will be properly heated. Yeah, let's build that road all the way over that way. Generator chest level critical. Let's go ahead and turn off overdrive. I honestly forgot overdrive was on. Scouts have reached the Exiled colony. Numerous snow shelters expertly built from blocks of hard-packed snow huddle around cold, burned-out campfires. A deathly silence hangs over the colony. Explore. Some of the exiles are still alive, just barely. We could try to bring them to our city, although they might die on the way. One of the dying held a diary to his chest. We read the last entry. Exiled from Tesla City with food and fuel running out, we sent the strongest among us to search for help. They're our last hope. We're afraid this refers to the poor Yankees, the amputees, that we buried. Escort the exiles to the city. So this is 7 children, 18 engineers, and 35 new workers. So we are definitely going to bring them back right now. We pulled the dying exiles from their snow houses and prepared them for the journey to our city. Some of them stirred from their death-like slumber to bless their absent friends for bringing help. We couldn't tell them the truth. Not yet. Oh, I am glad that I waited to experience the story with you guys, but my God, it's brutal. Okay. All right, so those homes will be built soon. All right, we did get plenty of food coming in, so the food situation does seem to have resolved itself a little bit. Good. Gathering post insulation researched, so those people will be warmer now. Let me go ahead and turn the heaters on for the researchers, because they aren't all perfectly warm, and that's a real shame. Add new research. Okay, so Steam Coal Thumper is really tempting, but I don't want to do that just yet, I don't think. I think I want to go ahead and do the Steam Hub range upgrade, as I mentioned, for the sake of those new homes that I've built. Because they should be warmer than they are. Interestingly enough, it's saying that they're heated. It wasn't saying that when I placed it, but... I'm still going to research the range upgrade. It's going to be good overall. Yeah, you can see that our coal situation is more or less okay. But it won't be for long. Alright. Steam Hub Range Upgrade 2 researched. That's actually why it won't be okay, because now there's going to be more of a draw on the resources that we're using. So let's go ahead and start the researchers. We can't today, obviously, but I'm going to tell them to get ready to do the Steam Coal Thumper, and then we can build additional gathering posts around the Coal Thumpers and increase our coal consumption. I will go ahead also and build a 3rd Coal Thumper. Do I want to have it in the same space? I don't want to put it where the mines are going to be, because that just makes 0 sense. But we could put it over here, and it would work out. Yeah, let's put it right there next to the road. Maximum effort. All right. No one to work it at the moment, but that's okay. I do think I can go ahead and build gathering posts by this. And I might want to go ahead and build the additional ones here. So there's 2 more. Okay, good. This gathering post can reach that pile. If I change your orientation, can you fit? No, you can't. I was kind of hoping you'd be able to, but you can't. Okay, well, I'm still going to orient them like that just for aesthetics, just to make it look a little bit different. I love that I've discovered that function. Thank you so much, dude. You know who you are. It's, I really did not know that was possible. Yeah, see, these are going to require a lot of new workers, though, so it's going to be a little dicey. All right, scouts have returned to the city. You can disband the scouts at the beacon or send them back out into Frostland. So we have some new steam cores. Let's pause for a moment and consider what we can do with so many new workers, because we have a bunch available now. First of all, let's... Well, I think I'll leave engineers there. Definitely need workers for that hunter's hut. We need that coal thumper worked. Yeah, see, these new gathering huts are going to take up most of our new arrivals. That's the thing. So for now, let me just get the new thumper working with some new workers. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put engineers there. And we are good otherwise, I think. Right? Yeah, let's turn the heater on for the hothouse. So people are plenty warm there. 7 hours left right now. We do have to build several homes. Also, let's check on the kids. Well, it seems like we're okay, at least according to what the game's telling me right now. Okay, yeah, the range really improved, so we need to build 6 new homes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the range has definitely expanded. Now it's telling me that they... Yeah, it's saying they won't fit here, but they definitely will. Alright, that's 5. Need to do 1 more and then build some roads. Okay, so... Additional tent there. It's kind of weird to have it near the medical area, because that's kind of where I want to have an infirmary eventually. Oh, actually, it's within range of that hub there if I put... Yeah, let's put you there. Perfect. Alright, are we good otherwise? I think we are. Alright, so that will provide them with work. I do need lots of wood, so let's go ahead and put 10 workers in at the second sawmill. That hasn't been worked in a while. But we can go ahead and start cranking that up again. And, hang on, we've got these guys to send back out as well. Let's see. Let's send them to the temporary settlement. It'll take them 15 hours, then we'll send them to the new location. If we send them straight there, it would take a lot longer. Because they would carve a path from the city to the location that they don't know. People regain hope. For the first time, the Londoners have failed to persuade anyone to abandon our city and flee to London. People are recovering from their shock at the news of Winterhome and starting to hope for the future. I'm glad to hear that. So right now there is no tendency either way. The Londoners will not drop below 26 members, but they also will not grow above 26. So for now, things are quite good. Let's see where the fighting hubs are. Probably need to have another one over here. There's that. I hope reduced discontent. Only 3 hours left on the generator, and that means the generator is probably going to shut down. I'm going to tell it to go down to level 1 just temporarily, and then once coal production resumes, things will be better. So I'm going to send you, I think, to the Frozen Grove was the plan. A small grove of several dozen trees, so that might just be some lumber for us, but we'll take it. Let's go back up to level 2. Okay. We are in good shape. Book of Laws. Let's see. Purpose. Find ways to fight discontent and restore hope. What else can we do? Morning gathering. We can do patrol. We can go ahead and research prison, which will help us start reducing the number of Londoners. Yeah, let's do it. So this gives us the prison. And after introducing this law, another one can be passed after 1 day and 21 hours. This gives us the roundup ability, which can be used to catch wrongdoers. Prisoners will abandon their misguided views. We'll have to build a prison, and discontent will rise slightly. All right.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
All right. So the question is, where are we going to build it? It needs to be heated, absolutely, and it needs to be in a place where the heat stays on, which is a big factor. I could put it there. I don't love that it's in the middle of the residential area, though. If I put it there, that would be where the infirmary eventually was going to go. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I can put the infirmary like there later on. That's a good spot for the prison, and it's heated. That's what matters. Scouts have reached the Frozen Grove. Good. Some trees in this grove bear deep cuts in the shape of a cross. We found some bones scattered among them. Explore. Poking around the trees marked with crosses, we found shallow graves under each of them. The dead bodies lack most of the bigger muscles, and some bones bear signs of a cutting tool. The corpses have been obviously stripped of edible parts. Now we know what kept the survivors by the freshwater springs from starving. We'll leave graves intact, but we can cut trees for wood. So this will give us 282 wood, and we won't discover any other locations. So tell you what, let's return to the snow cliff and then dart over that direction to the Shrouded Cave, which I think will have some survivors, but not necessarily survivors we will be able to make maximum use of. You'll understand what I mean when you see them. Steam Coal Thumper researched. Good. All right, and we've also built the prison. So let's go ahead and have engineers fully staff it. The prison is open. You've proved that your promise of increased safety and order wasn't just hollow words. And we can go ahead and say, round up. Bye-bye, 10 Londoners. That worked. All right, and we are down a few engineers, sadly. So some people, I guess, were sick and abandoned their posts. Yeah, I'm seeing that a little bit. Or it might be... No, actually, those were probably people that were arrested. That's what it was. They'll eventually be released. Okay, so we have several options here. Food, health, and shelter in drafting machines has some of the best new options that I haven't looked into yet. Bunkhousing, like, I need to do as soon as possible, but flying hunters is probably what I'm going to do first. Because we need to have... Well, also, employing fewer workers is huge. God. Which one do I want to do first? Let's go flying hunters first, because I want to make sure that we're bringing in enough food for folks. That seems to be where we're, flirting with disaster the most. This is actually going... I don't want to say it. It's going pretty well. So, all right, so those are the 3 steam coal thumpers. They don't require steam cores, so we'll get those built. That is going to temporarily halt coal production. Actually, that's not good. Should have done that during the night. Should have done that during the night. If I cancel this... Okay, good. Yeah, never mind. Go down to steam level 1. We need to keep those things going. Now, it's not the steam... It's not these that need to keep going.
Workday end. It's time for rest.
Okay. Let's do that again. It's actually not these that need to keep going, because it's the gathering posts that are bringing in the coal. But let's see. Cold homes. Captain, some of our people are concerned about low temperatures in their homes. They're quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold, and they ask you to address the problem. Well, let's heat some homes. So if, again, saying let's heat all homes, every single time I have tried to keep this promise, the game will throw something at me that will render it completely, it will just completely destroy it. So you'll have to start heating 15 of the cold homes within 2 days, then keep them heated for 2 days. So let's say some homes. Let's just give people a little bit of hope at a time. That's been working so far. Also, let's check on the kids. All right, good. There's no one in child shelters that shouldn't be. All right, so you've arrived at the snow cliff. Go to the shrouded cave. It'll take you 10 hours. And you are at the temporary settlement. Head to the fishing village. Please and thanks. Okay, can I safely, with the amount of coal I have? Yeah, I can. I've just turned it back up to speed 2. Yeah, see, we still have some slight hunger issues. Now, I don't have patrol yet, I don't think. I haven't looked up that option. Prison is warm enough as is. We need to turn that heater on, for sure. We have here. Policing the streets. Sir, a group of drunk men were disturbing the peace, pushing each other, screaming obscenities, and harassing women in the street. Our guards intervened and restrained the drunks before anyone was hurt. So we can let them sober up. And hope will rise slightly because we were gentle on the people who were just, a little bit too deep in their despair. So let's let them sober up. Let's be good to them. Be forgiving. Alright, so no resources in range of this sawmill anymore. There are still resources in range of the other, but I'm going to go ahead and dismantle that one. And that does mean that we will have some free engineers. So I will have some workers take over at some of these other posts. Cannot wait to have those fully staffed, but they're not. That time is not here yet. It will be here. Writing on the wall. Captain, someone has defaced the walls with predictions of doom for our city. This is troubling. People already fear we'll share Winterhome's fate, and scared minds are swayed by even the smallest nudges. So we can send watchmen to remove it, and hope will fall slightly. Thankfully, again, the Londoners don't have any sway over the population at the moment. We don't have much time before the generator shuts down, though. It's going to be, like, right at the start. I'm actually going to turn it down for a bit. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. That's so... All right, so the Londoners now have a strong tendency again, all because I was just trying to manage things for a second. You don't even think about it. Like, I'm just going to... See, I didn't even realize that the promise had already been kept. So I wasn't thinking in terms of... That can happen sometimes. Like, people ask you to make a promise, and then it happens automatically because of a temperature change or whatever. And, or because maybe I had this turned down earlier, and when I turned it back up, it kept the promise. And now, all of a sudden, it says that we've broken a promise, and the Londoners have people going to join again. That was going so well, and then that silly mechanic. Ugh. I mean, I know I just need to pay attention to the details. It's a min-maxing thing, but good God, it is so tough to keep promises for that reason, because you try to make one little tweak to make sure that the generator doesn't actually shut down, and they interpret it as a broken promise. And it's like, you bastards. We talked to the children in the hideout. They said that one night their teachers and some hunters took them out from Winterhome on a secret adventure. Teachers told them they're going to stay here for a while. When the food ran low, their guardians went back to get more and didn't return. It seems these kids were evacuated in time before things in their city got really ugly. Escort the children to the city. We took care of the children. We formed the children into an orderly column and set off toward the city. They walked quietly and resolutely like little adults, the youngest clutching their toys tightly. This is going to be a long journey. Please have enough warm beds prepared for their arrival. Oh, too many feelings. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm really pissed about that generator nonsense. That makes me so angry. Like, I was trying to manage your warmth. Like, I wasn't breaking a promise, you idiots. All right, a hot spring keeps a tiny patch of sea from freezing here. The Americans used this opportunity to set up a fishing village. It's deserted now. Explore. This fishing village used to supply Tesla City with food. Searching it, we found a letter. Mike, don't return to the city. Tesla is a madman. He cast out all of the amputees, all the sick. Jerry's parents and old Beth are among them. There will be blood, that's for sure, and soon. The village was left in order. We could send them here to start fishing. So we could leave the village intact, or we could dismantle the huts for wood. I'm going to dismantle for wood. I don't... This outpost is not in a good position either, so... All right, here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and send the scouts back, because we need those steam cores and wood. Tesla City, when you arrive, has a potential to kill your scout team. So don't want that to happen. Going to try to avoid it. So pissed about the Londoners. Do I have the... I almost have the roundup ability again, which will help. I think I'll still be okay with the Londoners, but that was maddening. All right, steam level 2. Back to business. So who do we have headed back? We have the children on the way back and some wood. Nothing else. No other survivors that we've met yet. All right, Flying Hunters is going to be finished soon. And then we're going to need to look up some improvements to our mining tech. All right, Flying Hunters has been researched. See, hunting tactics. I'm going to go ahead and do this because this will free up workers from the hunting huts. And that's huge, especially if we can get it done today. So let's see, Hunter's Hangar. Let's get these built, all 4. Perfect. I don't want food to be an issue. Okay, so hunting tactics researched. We have tons of workers available now, so we can at least get some of these new gathering huts going. I also need to check my heaters, because I might have some running that are superfluous that I don't actually need running right now. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Yep, don't need that one running. Don't need that one running. Or that one. Or that one. Or that one. Yeah, this is actually a lot of coal consumption that I'm saving. Yeah, that doesn't need to be running either. Yep, off, on. Oh, okay, that one's heated. Good. That can be off. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to save a good amount of coal. Very nice. Okay. Well, that helps. Absolutely helps. So with hunting tactics being researched, we can go ahead and research the infirmary. We can also research healthcare installation, which I'm tempted to do first. Let me go ahead and research the infirmary, though. But also bunkhouses. We haven't researched let's do bunkhouses first. That's priority number 1. Alright, coal is going to get even better the more people we can get working, but it's improving. We're getting there. The Londoners are going to gain followers soon, and that just drives me batty. Round up. Okay. So they've been rounded up again. They are down to 6 now. Far fewer, and there's still plenty of time left. So we're doing really well against the Londoners. This is probably the best I've ever done on a medium playthrough. I have to say, playing for YouTube does make me pay attention to detail a little bit more in some good ways. These workers are going to be free soon from the sawmill. That's good news, but it also means I will need to at least build a new sawmill, possibly go ahead and look into the wall drill. But that'll be next episode, because we're about done here, aren't we?
Work day is up. Return your tools.
Alright, you missed the blimps taking off. Yeah, they just left a moment ago. But, okay, fault in the system. Sir, a man is protesting in front of the prison, screaming at the top of his lungs about the abuse of our penitentiary system. Who are they locking up? He yells at anyone who passes by. Criminals or innocent people who dare to speak up? Think about it. What should we do with him? Arrest him for rowdiness. This man will go to prison, or ignore him. So, let's ignore him. I mean, it's his right to speak. Discontent will rise, but if he wants to cause a ruckus, then let him cause a ruckus. It's my job to make people feel better, and that's what I'm going to do. That's the plan, and I'm sticking to it, no matter what he says. Alright, so we're okay on coal, and we will especially be okay on coal starting tomorrow. We are getting hungry, though. Once I want you to see the size of this food shipment that's about to come in, though. Scouts have returned safely to the city, so we got some more steam cores and wood from that. And where else can we go? Looks like Tesla City is the destination, so let's go ahead and head to the fishing village. What do we have here? Another act of vandalism. The Londoners have defaced more walls, urging everybody to join them and abandon the city. Some graffiti even mocks your leadership, branding you an unfit leader and capable of doing what it takes to save our people. Send watchmen to remove it or ignore it. These are just words. Now, I think this might lead to something sad. It usually does. Let's go to speed 2. Scouts 2 have returned safely to the city, so more wood and the kids are here. Great news. The kids have arrived. Let's go ahead and send these guys to the fishing village as well, because there's lots more to scout out in this direction. So with the kids here, let's see. How many child shelters do I need to build? 3. Holy crap. Alright, well, work is cut out for us. So... I'm not really a fan of any of these placement areas. Let's put them... Yeah, perfect. Just like so. Okay, there's that. Looks like we're going to be okay on coal. The game's not screaming at me. Okay, good. Just beaten. Sometimes you can lose a watchman here, and I haven't had anyone die yet. No one's died, so I'm trying to keep that going. Captain, members of the neighborhood watch who were removing the Londoners' slogans have been assaulted. We should do something to protect our people. So we can send guards to secure the streets, we can order guards to strike back, or we can say, I don't want to escalate this. Let's send guards to secure the streets. And hopefully that will not cost a guard's life. I hope this will stop the descent into violence. Me too. Yeah, we have a very strong tendency now towards the Londoners, which is quite frustrating to see. The Londoners gain more followers. Up to 31. Good God. All right. Yeah, see, that makes me even madder about the promise situation. Whoa, what's happening here? The generator's not warning me. Guys, what are you doing? Like, you're supposed to tell me when it's going to shut down. See, this is going to change all of my settings. When the generator shuts down, it changes... It shuts down everything that you have on heater. You have to go back in and reactivate anything that needs to be heated, which is just annoying, honestly. I want the kids to be warm. I want the guards to be warm. Well, that doesn't seem to be making much difference. What is that? Is that a gathering post? Yeah. I want that to be warm. I want all these places to be warm, honestly. That didn't make a difference. Don't need that there. That can be warm. I feel like this is more than a moment ago, but I want to reduce the likelihood of people getting ill. Now that sawmill, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be out of resources very soon. Okay, we are 31 minutes into this episode. I need to stop this one here. We can pass a new law. I'm going to go ahead and go into purpose and do something I normally do sooner, which is to say, well, actually, no. Let's go for patrol, but I do want to do the morning gathering before long. This is ensuring safety and order, and it will reduce discontent and raise hope slightly each time I do it. Let's sign, get that done, and we can go ahead. It says it's been shut down. Why is that? Because there's no one to work it at the moment? I don't know what's going on. Alright, 15 homeless somehow. How'd that happen? I'm guessing because prisoners were released? Maybe that's what's going on there? Okay, that's in range of a heater. So if I put that there, it'll be warm. And that's in range of a heater as well. So that should solve the homelessness problem. And there we go. In the next one, we're going to see if we can reduce the Londoners count again. They've already lost their high tendency, and we need to keep increasing hope to improve that problem. And I can do that by giving these people better homes. I have lots of steel and lots of wood, so my ability to actually improve all the homes in one fell swoop is going to be pretty strong, and that will be something to see in the next episode, because everyone's going to have more livable homes. It's not going to be a tent city anymore, so that's going to be a nice upgrade for everyone, and then we will have some additional nice upgrades to pursue that will help people heal better and just generally keep hope rising and discontent low. So cross your fingers that everyone stays alive. Cross your fingers that no more promises have any stupid gimmicks that force me to say I broke a promise when I didn't. And it looks like food's okay too, so hope that we keep everyone fed, because that can be annoying, as you can see, for 6 people right now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.